Now let's move on to the next very scoring and important topic, which is the reading the bar graph. How would we actually go about reading the bar graph? So the first thing, as soon as I'm asked to read a bar graph and answer some questions based on that, the first thing that I'll do is that how much of each of my divisions worth, okay, on the numeric scale. So there are two scales on the bar graph. We know that there is one numeric scale which represents the values, and the second is categoric scale, in which we have given various categories. The first thing I do is to understand the scale, or understand how much one of the division on my numeric scale it represents. So in this case, our scale is 1 division is equal to 5. Okay, this 5 it can be ton or kg. Okay, we are not given that, but to answer these questions we don't have to worry about that at all. We need to understand is that 1 division is worth 5 weight of wheat produced. Okay, that's all we need to understand. Now once you have figured that out, you have understood the scale of the bar graph, then the second thing we understand is what are the categories. So in this case I can clearly see that my various categories are different years, and they are given consecutively. So I am working with consecutive years now, there are no gaps. Okay, so with that understanding, now let's try to understand, let's now try to answer the very first question. The first question is, what is the maximum production year? So all I need to do to answer this question, I need to find out the year in which there was maximum production of wheat. Okay, again, like I said, we are not worried about whether it was in kg or ton. We are only interested in finding the maximum value, and the maximum value would be for a bar which is the longest. So here the longest bar is for year 2002, and therefore my maximum production year is 2002. Very simple. Now I need to find out the minimum production year, in which year was the production of wheat minimum. So in this case we look at the bar which is the shortest. Again, very simple. So shortest bar appears in 2003. So that is my answer. Now other two problems, we'll just move on to that, and those are slightly tricky. So here we are not only asked to look at one bar, but we have to compare things across bars. We have to find out the largest decrease in production. In which year did largest decrease in production happen? So to answer this question, first we need to find out the years in which there was a decrease in production. So from 1998 to 99, in 99 there was an increase in production. Our production increased from 15 to 25. From 1999 to 2000, there was a decrease in production. So in 2000, definitely there was a decrease in production, and the production decreased by how much? By one of these divisions, which means by 5. Okay, so that is the first thing I note. Another thing when solving the bar graph questions is that you can always mark the values. You can annotate the bar graph according to your own convenience, and that is very important. If you do these annotations properly, you are less likely to commit a mistake. Okay, we cannot keep all of those facts in our head. Okay, we cannot do that. So writing something on the side of the paper, on your rough paper, if you are attempting it online, then those things would make our job that much more easier. Next we see which other year did the production actually decrease. So from 2002 to 2003, we again notice that our production actually decreased by how much? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 bars. So each of these bars is worth 5. So therefore the production decrease was 25. Okay, 5 into 5, which is 25. Or you can also read it from here. So from 30 and 5, so the difference between it went from 30 to just 5. So how much was the decrease? 30 minus 5 or 25. Again, to answer this question, largest decrease in production, we need to look at 2 bars and understand how much was the decrease in production. So now we know that these were the 2 years in which there was a decrease in production, and the corresponding years were 2003, there was a decrease in production, and 2000, there was a decrease in production. The minimum or the largest decrease in production happened in year 2003 though, because in 2000 there was only a decrease in 5. Decrease of 5. In 2003 there was a decrease of 25. So largest decrease in production, when did that happen? It happened in year 2003. Very simple if you approach it systematically. Let's now move on to the last problem, which is again similar. Here we are being asked the greatest increase in production. So we have to find out in which years first of all increase happened. So increase happened from 1998 to 1999. So there was an increase in this year by how much? By 10. There was a decrease here, so no need to worry. The production remained same from 2000 to 2001. No need to worry. Then again from 2001 to 2002 there was a increase in production by how much? By 10 again. Then again from 2002 to 2003 there was a decrease. So no need to worry about that at all. Now we have 2 years in which there was an increase in production, and in both the years the value is the same. So we'll answer to the last part is greatest increase in production was in both the years 1999 and 2002, and the production increase in production was 10. Okay, so that would be my final answer to the final part of this question. Again, very scoring, very simple problems, provided you approach these problems systematically.